Whenever they flap their ears, it helps to release some blood vessels back there, which does cause them to cool down by a few degrees at a time. Now it looks like the little one is out here as well. She's standing in the center right here. Now since this little one is out here, we'll know that this is a matriarchal society, which means all the elephants out here are females. And we know that because the little ones are usually always found around females and will typically never be found around a bachelor herd. A bachelor herd is what you call a group of male elephants. Now unfortunately out in the wild, a lot of elephant habitats are actually being destroyed because there are some people out there mining for the source of coltan. But an easy way that we can help out the elephants and their habitats is by donating any old electronics, because within those electronic batteries you'll find the same source of coltan that they're out there mining for. On the left are the greater flamingo. Greater flamingo do get their pink coloration mostly from their diets. They do eat lots of brine shrimp, which is full of beta-carotene. A group of flamingo, like this little group, will be known as a flamboyance. And if you look closely at the shape of that flamingo island, you'll notice that it actually is a hidden Mickey. So flamingos that live out in the wild, they do go out to look for a watering source that they love. And whenever they find that source, they're going to stay there for the rest of their lives. So they'll never really migrate. Which is why it's also important for us to help them out and help keep those watering sources clean. And it looks like on the left, the warden has confiscated some horns. Now, as I mentioned back in the forest, whenever we saw the black rhinoceros, since they are pretty large, they don't have any natural predators. Their only predators are poachers. Many poachers believe that their horns have medicinal value, but lots of scientists have proven that that is false. Their horns are actually made out of keratin, which can also be found in our own fingernails and our hair. And I do see some animals hiding in the trees just up ahead on the right side. So there's going to be the white rhinoceros out here on the top of that hill. And the white rhinoceros, they are a larger species of rhino. They do weigh up to about 5,000 pounds. I think there's a few of them out here on the tops of those hills out there. But they do have pretty sensitive skin, so they do like to roll around in some mud pits like the one on the left, and they'll use that mud as a sunscreen and a bug repellent. Every now and then we're also going to see them kind of rubbing their horns on some trees or rocks. That'll kind of be their way to help to get off any excess mud. but it's also their way to help shape their horns into the designs that they like. Behind the giraffes, there's those very small cinnamon brown white animals laying down. There's a few more of them at the top of the hill walking around. These are the springbok. Springbok are pretty impressive. They only stand up to about 3 feet tall, but they can spring upwards and forwards about 13 feet at a time. We'll get pretty close to these Maasai giraffe out here on the right side. Now whenever these giraffes are born, they're born standing up around 6 feet tall, and within the first hour of life, they're already able to stand and walk. But since they are the tallest land mammals, full grown they do stand up to about 20 feet tall. So it takes a lot of power to get that blood pumping through their systems, which is why a giraffe's heart can weigh up to about 25 pounds. Giraffes also have the highest blood pressure of any animal.
cobertura para Balanza Radio Show de lo que es Disney